Now, Lonzo Ball just got 2 DMPs for the Cleveland Cavaliers this year, and that's the first time that's ever happened. Like, cause it's not even non-injury, it's just due to the fact that he just can't make shots right now. And today I'm sad that he's kind of becoming a what if. And also, I'm gonna talk about later in this video what can maybe save his career from being a what if, cause I think it's pretty easy. But first of all, I'm gonna talk about why personally I really like Lonzo Ball. I'm 17 now, but when I first started hooping was when I was 7, and I don't take it seriously anymore. But back when I used to take it seriously, and I first started taking it seriously around 2nd grade. That was when I first started watching basketball YouTube. And second grade around 2017, Mike Korzemba made the infamous video, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Stephen Curry with a 40-inch vertical. That's when I got introduced to all the Ball brothers, Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo. And, dude, I really liked the way Lonzo Ball played, dude. He was in high school when I was watching his games. I was going to see him live at UCLA once, but the traffic was too much. But, yeah, dude, just watching him play, one of my favorite memories, dog. And just ever since that video, he became one of my favorite players ever, dude. And sometimes you just really like a player and you don't even know what it is, but just that guy just becomes your favorite. I really liked how chill he was on the court, and he just seemed like a good, chill dude, and the fact that he could hoop amazingly also was awesome. And the way his dad would talk about him too.
Put your son on the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
And put Steph Curry on UCLA.
Yes.
And your son would explain how
right
your son
now.
would be better.
Right now. UCLA wouldn't be where they at. Steph Curry gonna shoot him out the game. He ain't rebounding and passing that ball.
Shoot him out the game?
Shoot him out the game.
Out the game.
Not in the game. Soon as they double him up, he gonna lose that ball. He too little. Now you put Lonzo on there with all them athletes and running and gunning. Guess what?
Your son is that much bigger than Steph Curry?
He's bigger than Steph Curry. Steph Curry, what, 6'2"?
Steph Curry about 6'3".
Okay, I'll let him be 6'4". He's still shorter than my boy. Long arms? Can he jump? Can he run? Not like my boy. Let me tell you something. If you take Steph Curry...
something is wrong with you,
yes,
sir.
I'll tell you what's wrong with you. I keep talking.
And the fact that he had 3 brothers that were really good at basketball, it was just super cool at the time. And just being in 2nd grade and not even really being able to fully process that's just super cool to just see and witness and just be alive, around. And Stephen Curry has always been my favorite player of all time, but as I grow older, man, I've started to like Lonzo more. But I remember after that he got drafted to the Lakers in 3rd grade. That was 3rd grade. Sometimes at my grandma's house, she would have a Laker thing, and I would have Wingstop. I would watch my boy Ricky Lonzo play with Wingstop, with Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson before the trade deadline, Larry Nance Jr., all those guys, bro. It was super cool and fun to watch, man. That's why that Lakers team is crazy that they had all that young talent. But, dude, even though he was struggling his rookie year, just something about the way he played, I feel like I could tell something special was coming. And if you look at his rookie year stats, 10 points, 7 assists, not bad at all. It's just, it's not he didn't make an instant impact. And, people thought he could be Jason Kidd, but I thought he was going to be more of a Rajon Rondo guy. And now that I remember it, dude, when he got drafted 2nd overall, back then I didn't even actually know how good he was. I just really liked the way he played, and I liked him as a player. And, yeah, I didn't even know that, he was just some naturally ranked guy. I thought Mike Korzemba just made a video about him, and I didn't even know he was going to get drafted. But after all that, the 2nd year on the Lakers is really unreal, forgettable. I do remember watching those games with LeBron. That was a fun team, bro, with LeBron, Ingram, and Lonzo. I feel even though the Lakers got a chip out of that, I feel if they just kept that core together, I feel they could have got a chip out of that, man, because I feel those guys just coincided with LeBron really well, especially Brandon Ingram, bro. Brandon Ingram and LeBron were a crazy duo, bro. They would both go crazy in some games. But, unfortunately, he got moved to the Pelicans with Zion. These are some of his best years, man. Especially his 2nd year, he averaged 15 a game, a lot of assists. It looked like he was really coming to his own as a player. And, yeah, dude, he looked crazy. And, one thing I always liked about his game is that it seems so much like you can do it. That's what's always made him one of my favorite players. So, say, Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, those guys are awesome, but their play style is just so like out of this world. Dude, I feel like not anyone can play like Lonzo, because you have to be very smart and have good court vision. But dude, Lonzo's play style is basically just playing the right way, like all the time. Like, he's very unselfish, and I just always liked that. I always liked that way of playing, and like the way he just raises, like he makes players around him better. I always thought that was super cool. And like people always talk about, I mean, Brandon Ingram's playing like a beast right now, but like people saying that like Ingram started playing a little bit worse after in Pelicans later down the line. Same with Zion. Dude, it's because Lonzo left. Lonzo was elevating those guys. Like, Lonzo makes guys look better. And that was one of the things I always liked, is that his game, it felt like it was reachable. And yeah, so the Bulls, shit is looking good. I ain't gonna lie. Those first couple games that year, I was so happy as a basketball fan. My Warriors were doing good. Lonzo Ball was doing good. Life couldn't have gotten any better as an NBA fan for me. But unfortunately, he had that knee injury, and I thought he was gonna retire. And I was really surprised when he got a new knee and he was gonna play again. And that new playing, it hasn't been the best. Now I will note, he did, bro, on the Bulls before he got that wrist injury. He was looking like prime Lonzo again, but he got the wrist injury, and then now on the Cavs, by the stats, it looks like he's playing like shit. But I promise you, bro, by the eye test, he's literally just missing shots. And another thing by the eye test, because I like to catch Cavs games to watch him play. If you really look at it, look at those games, they're not using him right. I don't know what it is, but they're not letting him bring the ball up the floor. And every time he does good is when he's able to be a playmaker, because that's the main thing about him, is that he's a playmaker. That's Lonzo Ball, bro. That's his court vision is why he was such a high ranking prospect. And I think, dude, if they just let him do that, I understand they got Garland, but when Garland comes to the bench, you could just come in, distribute, do all the things he needed to do. I felt like that would have been a good little squad. And I don't know, they haven't really had him do that. They've had him off the ball. And seeing those two DMPs as a Lonzo fan, bro, that shit hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, dude. I think getting traded will probably be the best thing to a team that actually needs a point guard and will actually put the ball in his hands. I think that'll be pretty good. But yeah, so other than that,
hanging out that fucking cool. I told her I was super P. I can't fall out with the brew. I got me a stolen gun. I shoot that bitch at ops too. Nigga, I'm banging red, and all my eyes scared. It's Halloween, baby. I know I look like the boogeyman. I got a snake on top of my head, and I'm dripping, the flow is wet. And I might buck her okay sweat. I'ma break her bed. I told her baby daddy he broken. Yeah, that nigga whack. They had took a nigga. They say, hey, we smoking little bro, but shit, we smoking on trippy. I got that motherfucking Glock in my pocket, I get the hit.